Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and this is going to be a look at a new light that I picked up. This is the Powertac Cadet Gen 2. And if you guys have been following the channel for some time, you know that I've previously reviewed the Gen 1 model of the Powertac Cadet, which is an awesome little EDC flashlight. So when I saw that they came out with the Gen 2, I saw some of the upgrades that they did to it. I decided to pick it up to see what the difference was between the two. So here it is. This is the way that it comes. It comes in this little cardboard sleeve here. Slide that out. Then you get this little plastic box inside. Open that up for a second. You get some instructions, a holster, and the light itself. So we'll set this to the side. Now the Cadet, or this one, the Gen 2, it's an awesome little EDC flashlight. It fits really nice into pretty much any pocket, and it definitely complements any EDC very, very nicely. Now, as I mentioned before, you get the holster here, which is really nice. It's branded Powertac there. Inside of the holster, you get a couple more items. You have a spare O-ring, and you have a lanyard here. All right, so you can attach to the light itself if you want to carry it with that. The light fits really nicely into there. It's very nice and secure. Velcro comes all the way around, secures the light in there. And what I like is that it's a very slim form factor for this light. So if you do want to carry it in a holster, it's not gonna, be too bulky on your side. You do have the ability to slide the belt right through there, or if you want to Velcro it off and put it on there that way, you can do it also. So go ahead and take that out, and let's take a look at the light itself. Now, one thing to note is this pocket clip. Now, the first thing I noticed is the pocket clip looked a little bit interesting as far as the way that it was designed. So as you guys can see here, it has this lip here. So obviously your first instinct is to go ahead and slide this onto, your pocket or your belt or however it is that you're going to carry it. Now that's the first thing I did as well. And I noticed that it would stick out a lot just because of how the pocket clip fits into or fits around the body of the actual flashlight. So what I noticed is that I was actually carrying it incorrectly. This was the way that it would sit in my pocket, the head sticking out and the light sticking out a little bit too much for how I'd normally like to carry. Then I noticed, when I saw other pocket clips on other lights, that they do have this, but it's, this little lip that sticks out usually will come over here. So what I did is I turned it around and I slid it this way, and it actually fits really, really nice. It's very comfortable. And I believe that that's actually the way it was designed to be able to be carried. So this, right here with the head down into the pocket is actually the way that I found that carries the best way. Obviously, you get a little bit more opening right here, which if you have a thicker pocket, it's not going to snag in there. Sometimes it makes it a little bit difficult to pull the light out. It gives you enough width in there so it'll accommodate thicker pockets, and then when you need to pull the light out, you're good to go and you can start using it. And obviously this right here gives you the option to attach the light to like a baseball cap if you want to use it hands-free or something like that. So the light itself is it's very lightweight. You do get a couple different modes. This runs on one CR123 battery, and with that CR123 3-volt battery, you get a low mode, which is 1 lumen for 108 hours. You get a medium mode, which is 149 lumens for 3.5 hours or 3.3 hours, and then you get a high mode of 361 lumens for 1.2 hours. So with a standard CR123 3-volt battery, on the high mode, you're going to get 361 lumens, which is really awesome. Now, this will also accept RCR123 batteries, which run on 4.2 volts. So obviously, if you jump up to that, you will get the same amount of light output in the low and the medium, so 1 lumen and 149 lumens. Obviously, it's going to cut down the actual time a little bit, but on the high mode, you'll get, using that battery, you'll get 492 lumens for about an hour. So again, the maximum output with a RCR123 4.2 volt battery on this flashlight will be 492 lumens, which is really awesome. You almost get 500 lumens out of this little tiny flashlight. Again, normally people will be using your run-of-the-mill CR123 battery, so 361 lumens on high is it's great for everyday usage. You know, for EDC purposes, that's more than enough. So the way this works is you do have a tail cap switch here, and then you have a forward side switch on here also. The tail cap switch turns the light on and off. So if you click it on, so you guys can see here's the low mode, and then the side switch here actually lets you transition through the different modes. So you go low, goes up to medium, goes up to high, and then goes up to strobe, and then back to low. Now I'll go ahead and ramp it up to high, and then you can go ahead and turn it off. What's cool about this also is it does have a memory, so it will remember the last setting that you turned it off on. So when you turn it back on, it will turn back on high or whatever mode you left it on. Now I prefer that just because I find that I normally use the high mode on the majority of my flashlights, so I hate having to cycle through the different modes to get to the one I would normally be using all the time anyways. But again, because you do have a couple other modes, it's always nice to have the ability to go ahead and you know, cycle through them if you do want to ramp it down. Now as you guys can see there, it does have a momentary switch, so you can momentarily turn it on without having to click it on. It obviously, you know, won't switch through the different modes because you have to use the side one to do that. So you can, you know, if you just need it real quick to pick up some keys or something that you dropped, you can do that. If not, you can just turn it on and you're good to go. You do have the cannulated bezel as well on the front right here. And in a flashlight this size, I would probably, you know, not opt to have that on there. Again, it's very small. As you guys can see, it fits inside the palm of my hand. And, you know, it's a very discreet carry. It's great for everyday purposes because of the size and the amount of power or lumens that you're putting out on this particular flashlight. So there it is. This is the Powertac Cadet Generation 2. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.